Alright guys, what's going on? Today we're going to be going over the Will of Iron update that will be here on December 11th. This will be the final update of 2019 for Blade and Soul, and we got some pretty decent stuff here. The first thing they announced is a third specialization of the Destroyer class. This is something that's been hyped up for quite a while now. We got some information back in around, I think it was like August in Korea. Now we're finally going to be getting it. I know all the Destroyer players are going to be very hyped about this. I don't know much about the class in general. I haven't really played it, but what I do know is that the Destroyer third spec is going to be the top DPS for Destroyers, and this is kind of rightfully so. I feel like third specialization should be pretty damn strong because everyone's waiting such a long time to get it for their class. For example, majority of classes still don't have their third spec available. So if you're waiting over a year for it to come out, it better be freaking strong, or at least be as strong as the other builds that are available right now. So very happy for them to get that. I like to see them keep going this route and maybe like do the Warlock Nets. This is a class like the Destroyer that really needs some love. Do all the classes that need some attention, need some buffs, need some rewards or whatever you want to call it. I want to see them get theirs first. And then the classes like the Blade Dancer, the Warden, the Archer, all the classes that are very, very strong, I feel like they should get theirs last. And this is coming from a Blade Dancer main. I'm just being honest here. This is kind of how I feel like they should balance this out. I don't feel like next year we should get like the Blade Dancer third specialization before the freaking Warlock gets theirs. It just doesn't make sense because the Warlock is in such a bad state. But besides that, let's talk about third spec Assassin. Now, this is something that a lot of people are asking, where is it? Where is it? Where is it, Etsysoft? Because if we reference a producer letter in summer, and let's pop this up, they state, what does the future hold for Blade and Soul? And they say they plan to release a new third talent spec for the Destroyer and the Assassin classes by the end of the year. But then you look at the Will of Iron update, and this is the last update of 2019, and the third spec Assassin is nowhere to be found, even though they stated it would be here by the end of the year. Now, I understand that things happen, and the producer letter in summer was very far away from now. Now we're in December, almost 6 months later. I get it. My thing is, I feel like there should be some communication. If you put out this producer letter, the whole purpose of the producer letter is to inform us the content we're getting in the future of Blade and Soul. If you say we're getting the third spec Assassin by the end of the year, I expect that to happen because you're stating it in this producer letter. If you're not going to put it out at the end of the year, at least have the courtesy to like have a communication thing with us and say, hey, sorry guys, we can't put it out. We have to delay it because of some unknown issues. We're sorry. We apologize. And sorry for disappointing the Assassin players out there, because they definitely did. So I just feel like this is something that they need to communicate with the player base if they're not going to deliver on what they said. And I get it. A lot of people don't trust NC West anymore. I had some arguments on the Reddit because people were saying, well, you shouldn't expect anything from NCSoft because this is what they do. And I get that, but it's just like, come on, like at least communicate something. Like we shouldn't just be like, oh, you know, it's NCSoft, that's what they do. I don't feel like we should just be like that. We should call them out and say, hey, where's third spec Assassin? You said it was coming. Why is it not here? And I don't know if this is like an NC West thing only, because when you look at the Russian server, they communicate everything to the player base. They said Unreal Engine 4 is coming in spring. They said the Assassin third spec is coming in February for them. But meanwhile, the NC West team doesn't really tell us anything. And that's just really annoying to me because I guess the only thing we can go off is the Russian server, because they said it's coming in February. Looks like we're probably going to get it around that time too. I just wish they would at least talk to the community and let us know what's going on. But we're kind of in the dark here. So Assassin players, I'm sorry, you're going to have to wait. You're not getting it in December. Might get it maybe January or February. You're going to be also adding a brand new heart tier for those whales out there. And they're going to be rebalancing the cost of the heart upgrades for the previous stages. Now, this is a little sketchy to me because I don't like that they did say reduction. Rebalancing means that they're not really doing a big reduction. They're just kind of switching some materials around. So maybe they'll reduce some crystals, but they might add a new material you might need to upgrade the heart now. And I swear, if they add transformation stone to this like they did for the talisman item, I'm going to lose it. So I'm really hoping they don't. But that will be a crazy bead, won't it, if they actually do that. Let's hope they don't. Fingers crossed. But we'll see how that happens later on. I will cover it when they give like a spreadsheet, and we can look into that. We're also going to begin a brand new 6-man dungeon. This is an endgame dungeon called Hangar Zero. This has been in Korean since around June, so I do believe there are some guides out there. There definitely is a ton of video footage. I will leave a link in the description below if you want to actually watch like a video from Korea of the dungeon being ran and completed, so you can see some of the tats and maybe how much DPS you'll need and everything like that. So check that out if you're interested. Besides that, we're getting a new side story. This will be probably like an orange quest that you'll get from your quest letters. And it probably isn't very long. Usually they're not long at all. But you do get a free costume. Silver steel costume. Looks pretty decent. I like it on the male. The female, I don't really like it on. I do like the little hat. You know, it's decent. Not too bad. Free costume. Can't be mad at that. And yeah, a little side story, but nothing too crazy. It isn't the main story or anything like that. Last thing we're getting is the holiday treasure trove. I saw some people like surprised about this, and I just want to like let you guys know, maybe if you're like new players, but they have the trove in a seasonal rotation, so they have it in spring, summer, fall, and winter 4 times a year. They've had it for every year now. So this is not anything really surprising. Everyone predicts this, and what most people do, I see, if they want to spend a ton of money on the game, is that they say, I'll wait for the Trove to come out. So for example, this month's RNG bots is pretty damn terrible. I don't really recommend it at all. It's not very good. It's basically like a Dollar Tree version of the Trove. Like, it's just a really bad version of the Trove. And so what people do is they say, okay, I won't spend money on this crappy RNG bots, but I'll wait for the Trove to come out and spend my money on that. So yeah, that's really it. Not a really huge update, but we do have some great stuff coming. Really happy for all the Destroyer players out there. Let me know in the comments below what you guys are most excited about. Thank you guys for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like on it. Sub to the channel. I guess I'm keeping the face cam forever. I think people like it, and I have fun with it, so I'll probably keep it going. I still don't know where to look sometimes. Sometimes I'm looking up, sometimes I'm looking down. But I'll get better over time. So anyways, thank you guys for watching the video, and I'm out.